Good morning, Connection Point Church. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the 10th and final episode in our Better series. We hope it's blessed you, and if it has, would you like the video, comment below, share it with your friends and family. It helps so much, and we want you to help us share the good news with those who haven't heard. Right now, we are going through a tough time in the world. This pandemic has led many companies into uncharted waters. You turn on the news and there's constant talk of the economic downturn. Just yesterday, I flipped over to the Apple News app on my phone and I saw an article from the New York Times saying that young workers who are just entering the market from college, quote, may never catch up in pay, opportunities, or confidence. The article goes on to give the testimony of a recent college graduate who apparently couldn't be entering the market at a worse time, and that he's having to, quote, consider jobs at Costco and Target to help pay off $24,000 in student loans. The article quotes him and his anxiety and says he has to pay the student loans, but he doesn't have any money to pay them. Isn't it true that at some point or another, we have all felt this kind of anxiety? I know Emily and I have had our fair share of financial scares. Emily and I love to reminisce about the night that we were barely making it by with $6, and that was before the McDonald's dollar menu dinner that we had later that night. Maybe right now you're feeling the same anxiety that our recent college graduate is also feeling. Maybe you or someone you know has had what was once a steady income disrupted or completely interrupted by this global pandemic. That company that you worked for so long that provided that reliable, steady source of income suddenly isn't so reliable. Have you put your trust in a company, organization, or the government and been let down, disappointed, or left behind? Money problems can be such a huge source of anxiety in our lives, no doubt. But in the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus gives us these amazing words and tells us that this anxiety does not have to rule our lives. In Matthew 6:31-34, he says, "So do not worry, saying, 'What shall we eat?' Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." The world just wants you to worry with it. It's all it can focus on. How are we going to make it? How are we going to get by? Economic downturn. Economic downturn. Economic downturn. Economic downturn.
That's the one.
You're going to have to work at Target. Let me talk to all my Target workers out there. Anybody who is working a job that they don't think is going to keep up with this economy. Don't let the New York Times control your anxiety. Don't let them control your life. They may own a huge corner of the media market, but my God owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. Next time someone at work asks you if you're concerned about where this economy is going, let's weird some people out and tell them that Psalms 34:10 says, "The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing." Next time they ask you why you aren't anxious, tell them that Philippians 4:19 promises, "My God will meet all my needs according to the riches of his glory in Jesus Christ." Next time they tell you you need to worry a little bit more, you tell them that Romans 8:32 says, "He who did not spare his own son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also along with him graciously give us all things?" If you are worried, know that your God has got this. He knows exactly what you need, and he is the perfect provider. But let's not forget what Jesus told us. He said, "Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you." Church, let's seek Jesus today with everything that we've got. God has given you and will continue to give you everything that you need. Jesus wants us to seek him with our whole heart. Let's not be idle spectators, but true doers of the will of God. He has so much more of this life that he wants to show you. I hope that you have a wonderful Friday. Be blessed.